Okay, so I want to show you how I use the Cam Scanner app. I have it as the only app on this page in the top left corner of my phone. So as I click on the app, the first thing that'll happen is you might get an ad or something. Yeah, or this is for me as a copy of all my last documents. But if you see at the bottom center, there is a green circle with a white camera. So I'm going to click that. And now you can see my floor. So the important thing is right above that circle where it says batch in green, you can slide to single in green. But for me, I'll pretty much always be scanning groups of pages. So I'm going to slide back to a batch of pages. If you notice on this page, this view, my papers are kind of disarray and you can see all the background papers. Normally, if I have individual sheets of paper that I'm scanning, I think it's easier to just kind of do one at a time. I'll click the camera button and then, flipped that page over, come to the next page, and just kind of go through this process. We're going to do one more page just to get through this. Okay, so now let's say I'm done. I've just scanned 3 pages, and if you notice to the right of the camera button at the bottom, I have a red circle with a 3 because I've scanned 3 pages, so I'm going to go ahead and click on that. The nice thing with this app is that it aligns your pages, and I've had cases where all of a sudden the green line is like this. I don't know what happened, but if I click on the corners and come back, the magnifying glass helps me really align the page to make sure I'm scanning what I need and I don't have a lot of extra stuff. So in the bottom right-hand corner, I'm going to go ahead and click the green check mark. That was page 3 of 3. Whoops, I don't know why I only got that one. So let's go back. So here's page 1, looks good. Page 2, oh, see, I got that extra, you can see some of my floor in the background. So I could come and tweak this in, but actually I think it's a matter of how I cut this piece of paper. And now you can't see that page, and so I'll do a check mark again. And this, so all 3 of the pages look good. If one page looked bad, I'd have to rescan it. So now that I'm done, I'm going to go ahead to the bottom center where it says share, and be sure that you share as a PDF. You see you've got some options along the top where you could just email it to yourself. I always it already actually said that it was going to share as a PDF. Let me do that again, sorry about that. So it says last share was as a PDF, and then I'd click email and mail it to myself, or if you can send it to your PC, that would be great. Now, some of you for my class, though, I know are going to be scanning out of a notebook. So let's go ahead and do that. Those same 3 pages, I'm gonna hit the camera. Now this page, they don't have anything written on it because this is my blank copy, but I'm gonna click, and this one's a little hard because you can see the pages, the next page going through. So if you wanted to get super fancy, but I feel like it'd be really hard, is to kind of flip the book so you only have 1 page. I don't think that's as important, so we would do it again, but see how cumbersome it is to just kind of have 1 page with nothing behind it? Your call if that's something you want to do. But I do want to talk about some of the issues with scanning this way. See how I've scanned all that black binding? I don't need all that black binding, so I'm going to scoot that over, next, and see I can see all the black binding. So again, I'm going to hit re-edit up at the top and definitely scoot this over just to make everything a little bit clearer. I don't want you to necessarily spend too much of your time. Okay, wait, we said done. What did I do wrong? Check mark again. So page 1 of 4 looks better, but this one I want to re-edit. If it starts to get too cumbersome, maybe we'll let this part go. Check mark. Yeah, looks much better. Check mark. Page 3, and I'm just going to let it go. But again, now I'm ready to go ahead and hit share, and I can have this emailed or sent to my PC.